Sir, good afternoon. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I am able to hear to you, sir. Within 5 minutes, we will start the session.
Sir, okay.
Okay. Any problem, dear participants? Kindly request you to log into ATAL portal using your participant ID and password. Access the feedback link. I request you kindly to complete the feedback. The session is going to start within 5 minutes. I request all our participants to join the session soon. We are entering into the last sessions of last day of ATAL sponsored faculty development program on cyber security, hosting from Department of Information Science and Engineering, Siddhartha Institute of Technology, Tumkur, Karnataka State. So after these sessions, we will have to take up a test. For just it takes 15 minutes or 20 minutes, that's all. Don't go up to 5:30. We start at 5. There is a question and answer with Vibu and answer for 10 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes. I request you kindly to complete the feedback. At the end of the session, there is a small vote of thanks session to our resource person, and soon after that there will be test. It may take 15 to 20 minutes, that's all. It will not go up to 5:30. In fact, I have put to 5:30, 4:30 to 5:30. I put because of some network problem, the issue is there. So the participant can slowly go to the test and take up the test and complete the test. And I request you kindly to complete the feedback. To complete the feedback, sign into the ATAL portal using your participant ID and password. This session is very important for all the participants. I request all the participants to join without fail. Your feedback is mandatory. Some participant, Madam Vijay, is asking kindly share guidance for exam. So exam is very simple, multiple choice questions. So it will be consisting of 15 questions. Am I correct, sir? It's 15 questions and multiple choice questions. Just think and take your usual time. You can answer all those questions. Finally, if you score 60% of the total marks, so you will be eligible to get the certification. And certificate will be issued directly from the AICTE. Don't answer the questions in a hurry. Take your time, comfortable time. Don't take any tension. Yeah, we'll send the link to all the participants to their mail ID. the link will come. So that is the Google forum. You can answer comfortably. Take time. Don't take tension. Go. Yes, in email. You will get the link in your email. The Google forum soon after this session. Therefore, I request all the participants to join these sessions without fail. Most crucial. We share the link in chat box also. In chat box also we share the link, and also we send the link to your email. You can click on. Yes, now this session, the time to start the session. I extend warm welcome to all the participants and our resource persons on behalf of Citizen Education Society, on behalf of Citizen Institute of Technology, and on behalf of faculty and student fraternity. I request Sri Vu Anand to take over the session. Dear sir, you can take over the session. Vu Anand sir, am I audible?
Hello.
Sir,
Yes,
Vu Anand sir, am I audible?
yes, sir. We can start now, sir.
Yes, sir, you can start now, sir. We are transferring control, annotation control to you.
Okay. So welcome back, all of you. I think some more people have to join also. So, before going to the further demonstration of few more tools in digital forensics area, slightly different, like video investigation and mobile investigation. And we would be taking some live cases as well as the live demonstration. So by the time other people will join, so what we will like to do, like some of the people were having a query about the analysis of like a memory which was captured. So we are having few slides which we'll be sharing with you and show what kind of data we can get and analyze and acquire from the memory dump. So my colleague will be sharing the screen and show you the variety of data which can be recovered, not from the hard drive memory, but from the RAM memory. So can we share the screen?
Yeah, so am I audible to everyone?
Yes, you're audible. Just
yeah, it's good now. Like it's audible. Okay, fine. So I'll share my screen right now.
Yeah, yes. Yes, your screen is visible to us.
Yes, is it visible? Yeah.
Yes,
correct.
sir, it is visible.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So as there was a query at that time that one person asked for, like, if you get some memory file, correct, and you want to do some analysis related to like HTML or the web browser activities or something like that. So I'll just quickly show there is a tool called as MagnetXM. So in MagnetXM, there are features that you're gonna analyze all these memory part or RAM part from that whatever acquisition that you have done through FTK Imager or even through the Magnet RAM capture or any other memory acquisition tool. Like I'll not go in much detail about what is memory right now, so because we have very limited time. So I'll just quickly jump to the section. Like if you're having this particular tool with you, so what you can do, you can just analyze the artifacts related to the memory. Like you can see, you can get the API hooks over there, you can get the clipboard, you can directly DLL list files, and even the malware related website, network info. You can see there is a malware finder, malfind folder over there. I'll just point it over there. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, you can see there is a malware finder option over there. That is a malfind. Even if there is any malware website browsed by you through your live system, or is there any like phishing website or anything like that, even attached if you're browsing a normal website also, there are some website attached with the normal website that is called as spoot website. Even you can browse that particular website artifacts also through this particular software. You can get the network info scan, and even you can get the process ID over there, what processes were executed in your system, what exe were executed in that particular system. You can analyze all these particular file. So you have a complete overview of like handling all the ps list file, even the timeline files, even you get the page file from there or the swap file from your memory. So you can have a better analyze of all the user accounts, and all the like even if you have visited any of the dark web website or like web browser like tor or any kind of thing, so that artifacts can well organized over here in this particular artifact section, and you will just quickly get all the details related to that. Even if I show you, there are artifacts detail information over there, the source information from where this particular source has been browsed. Each and every detail you'll get in this particular software if you want to analyze through this particular magnet exam over there. So I'll just show one of the screen over there. I think. Just give me 1 sec. So like I was talking about the network info process list. Even if you find some of the processes over there, you can either tag it over there. And if you think that this is a fake exe that has been running in your system, or this is a fake, if you browse any of the web browser or any of the website, and you think that any of the exe or malware get executed in your system, even you can find through this particular software what exe or the malware has been executed through this particular website or the domain over there, and you can just tag that particular domain over there, and you can just analyze those particular domain and the website in the artifact section available in the magnet process. And you can also view the hidden processes which is running in your system through your memory dump. You can also analyze the timeline view of whatever memory you have, memory file with you, like page file and the swap file, and the hidden and residential modules from there. And you can also, if I'll show you, like these are the filter option also over there. Like the filter option, you can say if is there any malware executed in your system, and you think that it is like something which exe which you have not run in your live memory system, and you have just captured the memory from your system. So you can analyze and filter that particular exe which is running in your system, and what is the source of that particular exe, and where the path has been executed, and from where it is like executing each and every file. You can have all the details and all the artifacts about that particular artifacts with you. And you can just also view all these particular artifacts in the timeline view, and you have a clear picture of that particular exe or even the web browser website which has been browsed from that particular system, at what particular time and when it was visited, and what was that modified time, or like what was the access time, and when it was originally created and when it was originally modified. You can just filter out a particular section also from there. So this is a timeline view for this. And if I go down, I'll just show you, like there are options like if you have enabled some of the keyword searches also, like you have done your memory, and you are on some cases over there, and you have some like keyword over there also, like you want to analyze only these many artifacts also. So you can just put your keyword also in this particular software and get the artifacts related to that particular keyword, or any of the sources we want to specifically filter in your artifacts in the memory dump over there. Apart from that, you have a proper network profiles, you have a network share information, you have a recycle bin information, whatever data, even if you have deleted over there, and it is in the recycle bin folder, it can be also recovered from that particular memory dump or the live RAM capture. So you have the user account details also that you can recover from there. You have the event logs, that is one of the necessary files that covers most of the like the live event running in that particular system. And apart from that, if is there any remote desktop connection to that particular system, you can also get that particular artifacts from there, and you can just recover and analyze which remote desktop has been had a connection to that particular system and was accessing the data from your system, and you can just have the source file for that. And there's a network share information if you are sharing your network with another person or on the remote sharing. So you can also gain that particular information also in the network profiles from that particular artifacts or the LibRAM dump. So there are some other folder, like if there any specific malware running in your system also, and because Magnet gives you a feature of AI also over there, so it helps you to analyze if by default if there is some malware running in your system or some of the exe file or some of the website that you have browsed over there, it will help you to fetch that particular information from your memory dump and help you to analyze that particular exe or even that particular file in your software, and that will help you to even get much closer to that particular malware or the malicious file or the viruses or the worm running in your system over there. So you have, I think, you have all the details which you generally gain through some of the software like open sources like volatility or some of the software like process dump or the prefetch analysis. So all these plugins and all these particular softwares are well covered in this particular software, and you can analyze all the artifacts related to that particular, which you do it manually for each and every file or each and every suppose page file or even the hiver file or even the swap file for that particular option over there. So even if there is any encryption in your memory dump, so it will also analyze that particular file from there and help you to get that encrypted file separately, whichever file is encrypted in that particular running system. And even you can run your own custom artifacts also over here. So this was a quick overview. There was a question asked for that, like what files you can recover if you have a memory dump with you, and what you can analyze overall in a particular system from there. I think it is clear right now.
So one of the gentlemen was having a query on this. I hope he's available right now and his query is addressed. And
Is there anything he wanted to ask, like, sir, in Vox?
So nowadays we can say like in this particular era where most of the data is internet-based data compared to the like local stored data. So if you are getting like a RAM size and like a page file size are also like very large nowadays. So we can get a lot of data from these particular places, from these places as well. So like if you don't have any question on this, I hope this is addressed and we can switch to the next tool. So we will just quickly go to the next tool. We will be emphasizing more on analysis of data. We have already done the imaging or the cloning of the evidence. So we'll be sharing a few more tools with you. Just
hold on. What is the cost of magnet axiom?
Sir, like we are having a different variants of magnet axiom. They are having a different versions. The first version is for the government and law enforcement organizations, and then they are having a different version for the consulting organization. Like a lot of organizations like Big Four and the other consulting organizations are also using a magnet axiom very frequently. So if you are from the government and law enforcement, so the prices are starting with approximate 3 lakh rupees with a version called Magnet Axiom Computer, and it goes up to like say 15 to 20 lakh rupees with the version which is called Magnet Axiom Complete with cloud with 3 years of warranty and updates. So it depends upon which version you are going for. So if you have any
Sir, which version is suitable for education institutions, for laboratories?
If you are if you are from the university and college, so there is we are having a Magnet Axiom educational license also available. For that, we have to submit the your college name and the details to the magnet people, and they will send the approval if you are under UGC or something. So you will get the approval from as a university. So in that particular case, you don't have to purchase a commercial license. Then we are having a license like a instructor and student license, where we will give one instructor and 30 user licenses. So like we have established this thing in Kerala Police Academy and various other places also, where this is good for the teaching purpose also. So every student will be having the software running on their own machine also, and that particular license is slightly cheaper than the commercial license. So we can share the more information with you on that.
Any special concessions for education institutions?
Yeah, for the education institute, sir, there is a special license. I said academic license is there, sir.
No, concessions. Any other special concessions in the prices?
So the prices are already like the prices which I mentioned to you are the commercial license, and you will get a one instructor plus 30 student license at a reasonable price compared to the commercial license, sir. It is almost like say you can say around 1/20th of the commercial license.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so can you see the screen, scientist screen right now, sir?
So see your screen.
Okay. So we will be just covering one more product which is used comprehensively for the hard drive examination. So when you have seized and acquired the data from the variety of hard drives, so how to examine this thing with some demonstration, we'll be showing it to you. So it is a Forensic Explorer product. It combines a flexible and easy to use UI with the sorting, filtering, keyword search, data recovery, and script technology available with this. So this is a product from a company called Get Data from Australia. The tool is comprehensive, which is doing file system analysis, keyword and index search, live boot virtualization, email registry report. All these particular options are there. Live boot virtualization is a very specialized option which is available here. In some of the cases, like a lot of government agencies or the investigating organization or intelligence organization, what they're doing, they're when they're seizing any computer. So if you are using a standard Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, or some standard applications or tools, so it is very easy and convenient for you or any tool to give the data and analyze the data and give the data output to you, and you can always view that particular data. But sometimes what is happening, some of the suspect or the criminals or terrorists or these people, they are using some kind of customized applications which are not known, like they are not using a Tally software or Busy software. They are using some kind of accounting software which is very customized or developed by the chartered accountant of that particular firm. So in this kind of scenario, what is happening, the software or the developer and the person who is doing the analysis, they don't know the actual how the data is written. Similarly, there are a variety of other situations where you don't know how the applications are developed or used. So in that particular scenario, the tool is having a facility where you can the image which you have created for the original evidence, you can virtualize that particular thing in an actual environment. So you can the suspect, the image of that particular machine will be booted in such a way that you will feel that that particular machine is working in its native environment, and you can open variety of applications, including the standard applications to or customized applications in a native form. So in this way, you can it is a method so that you can view all the data which is available in that particular machine. So in this these are the few of the features basically. So we'll be showing some demonstration of this particular product also. So as I mentioned, like it is having all this particular kind of view. You can see the file, disk, gallery, display, all these views you can see. It supports a variety of data including email data, the hashing, as we mentioned earlier. All these particular softwares are having this hashing feature as a native thing. So indexing, keyword search, all this particular option are there. And there is an option for work on a RAID also using this particular software. So there are many situations where you are getting data not from a standalone machine, maybe from a machine where the RAID is configured in RAID 0, RAID 5, or RAID 6 format. So if you are getting the data in that particular way also, so you can reconstruct the RAID using this particular software as well. So similarly, there are various other options available where you can do a triage and a live virtual boot, which I mentioned to you. And these are the variety of file systems which are supported, because when you are seizing any machine, you are not sure which kind of machine you are seizing. So it supports Windows, the different versions like old FAT versions also, or XFAT and NTFS as well. Even the Macintosh APFS, still APFS it is supporting, and EXT version 234 and RAID also it supports. Even it is also able to find out the encryption used in the suspect drive also, if it is using a BitLocker or file vault. So you will be able to get that. And as I mentioned, it is a very user-friendly utility. So this is a screen like how it will look like, so that you can get the whole comprehensive information about the product. And these are some of the views. So what we'll do, we are having one of the case with us right now, which will be showing it to you in a live condition, so that you can feel that like how the data is imported and analyzed using this particular Forensic Explorer software. So Abhishek, can you show the screen?
Yes, I'll just show it once. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'll just give me one second. I think that is. So this is the interface of Forensic Explorer, which you can see. I think is visible to everyone. I think. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, your screen is visible too. Visible to us.
Okay, sure, sir. So right now, sir, I've already explained the features of Forensic Explorer. So I'll just have a quick overview of like how Forensic Explorer works and what you can do it with this. So there are a lot of options you can see over here. You can create a case. Case creating is just like working on any of the cases over there. So apart from these kind of option, you get it like if I talk about the source device over there, you can either add a device which is in the form of like a physical or the logical drive over there, or you can add image if you have already processed any image from one of the software like FTK Imager or any of the TX1 hardware version with you, or even you can add one of the file in as a particular source to analyze. Apart from this, you get an option to add a remote devices also. Remote devices, I can say like if you're connected on the internal network or you have some of the VPN that you can connect over the network over there. So you can just connect the remote devices also and you can analyze and image that particular device in your particular Forensic Explorer system over here. And apart from that, you can also, if you want to analyze a particular folder, it gives you option for analyzing a particular folder also. Apart from that, if you have any group which you want to create and analyze, like you can say you can have a group of like one image or one of the physical drives, so you can do that particular option also in this particular software. So if I say like for a demo purpose, I just quickly add one of the image file and show you how you can process one of the image file that I have acquired from using one of the another software, or you can say one of the free version of imaging software. So I'll just browse that particular image for you and show it. Like this is the image file which I have created, that is a aceimage.ad1. I just click on that particular image file and open that particular image file. So it gives me an option which I can analyze for that particular image is that the processes which I can laid in the parallel, like verify device hash over there. So I can search for ISO tracks if there is any ISO tracks in my image file. which I have taken from any of the the source drive. It can be a source drive from the computer system, or it can be a source evidence from any of the the physical, say laptop or pen drive, or any of the source drive can be. So image created of the source drive can be processed over here. So you can see that it gives you option to analyze the MBR record file, search for file system. File systems are like all the file system which is present over there from starting till end. Signature analysis, if you have predefined signature over there, you can just analyze the signature and just enable this option. You can analyze if there any enabled signature in your file. Or if you have some email file in your image, you can that expand it using the compound file option from here. If you want to process any tries on your image file, you can enable that particular option also. You can hash all the files if you want to submit any report, or you want to keep the evidence as one of the source evidence, because hashing feature is like something which help you to maintain the integrity of that particular file. So you can enable that particular option also over here. It gives you option to extract all the metadata. So metadata is like data about the data. So you're getting all the data like in the form of MFT information, like when the dates are modified, when the dates are created, and even the header byte or the master boot record. All the information you can extract through the extract metadata option. Apart from that, if there are any file which has been stored in that particular image as a carb file, so you can also extract that particular carb sector or the carb segment from that particular image file using this software. And you can also index a file. Indexing is like you have seen there are book at the last page of the book, you see an index over there where each and every keywords are indexed with some of the proprietary file formats over there. So there's kind of indexing or kind of organization can also you can do it in this particular new index option in this software. You can catch the thumbnails if you have any thumbnails, just like the picture view or the video artifacts view. You can capture that particular catch the thumbnails part also, and you can catch the video thumbnails if there are any of the video files which are present in the catcher files or the thumbnail view. You can analyze that particular file and folder also. So you can, these are the option to enable the time setting. I'll just quickly let the default option over here in order to show you quickly how you can process an image file. So I'll just click on the start button from here. So when I click on the start button, so I have enabled whatever option I have enabled over there, this information will be passed over there. You can see like I have enabled file curve, I have enabled the tries the registry file over there, I enabled the tries the file system. So if I enable the tries system, over there, so it will automatically fetch the registry files from your image file, the file which have been at the carb segment at the image file, and even the file system. All the file systems are like normally your Windows Explorer file system. You can get all these data and the master boot record in your from your image file to this particular case file. So when your case is processed, your case will be shown over here. So you just have to go on the file system. So when you go on the file system, so you'll be getting all the file system in detail. That was the evidence tree, you can say. You can have a detailed analysis of what are the data in that particular image. Right now, you can see there are some PNG files, there are some JPEG files stored in this particular image file. So this is a short version of a demo case created. So it won't have so much of data. So I'll just quickly show you like what you can access and what file you can access. You can just browse it over there, and you can say all the user files and all the user related information, also whatever information like app data, application, contacts, whatever data you have done through the recovery from that particular hard drive will be appeared in that particular segment over here. And the data which is appearing over here, you can't even view it. So you can also export that particular data for your case related analysis or the case related document purpose. If you find any document or any of the file from here, if I click see for any of the documents over there, what I have to do is just have to click on the right click over there, and you can just export that particular documents from there in the form of folder and files, or even in the form of logical evidence file. So there are a lot of options which is given in this particular software. You can recover the folders. You can do the file name search. You can carve the file from any of the segment or any of the unallocated sectors. Like you can analyze the shadow copy. If there is any shadow copy image or either image file with you, you can analyze that particular image file also. Shadow copy is like kind of restoration image of your Windows system, or even if any of the system OS which you are using. So it's like signature analysis you can do. You can expand the files. You can extract the metadata from that particular file. You can analyze the program. Even you can perform the tries over there. Tries the file system. So you can just quickly analyze what and all artifacts are there in that particular image, or even in the physical drive or the file and folders which you want to analyze over there. So it also help you to analyze the registry file, all the registry related file like the HKey local users or the SAM users, or even the NTFS file and USB devices connected over there, user accounts connected over there. So you can analyze each and every file if you have in your source evidence in the form of registry. So it will also help you to hash files. And if you have any hash already with you, like some cases, what happens, like if you were on working on any of the cases and you find like these other files which is like the one of the related to some of the criminal cases or some of the criminal evidence file, you can say. So if you have the stored database of all these file hashes, so you can just match those hashes for your case, and you can easily quickly analyze those file again in your case, that if there is any malicious file availing in your case right now or not. So apart from that, you get a hash set create. You get an option for virtual live boot. Suppose if you have acquired a image of a OS drive, or suppose if you have acquired the image of a running Windows system having the OS and the data drive. So if you're having the OS drive with you, you can just create the same instance of that particular OS drive or the system to some another laptop or some another, you can say some other system in the form of virtual live boot. And you can just analyze the same system which is there at the source evidence system, you can say. So it gives you a feature for this particular, and even the virtual boot which you do, it's not only in the kind of some of the virtual software like a VirtualBox or the VMware. Even you can save the instance of that VirtualBox, and you can just carry it to any of the case field or any of the case places where you want to analyze it again, and you can just process that virtual file with a live system or a live evidence, you can say it over there. So it will help you to analyze if there is any some of the forensic softwares running in your system like Ncase, Fix Imager, or FTK Imager. So you can just quickly analyze with this particular software in parallel with this particular all these kind of Ncase version or the Fix Imager or the license image UFIT for PC or Xsurvey. So all these are programs which are supported through the Forensic Explorer. So you can also create a report, a detailed report segment using this particular option. And if you have some of the email file with you, so you can analyze those email file also, and you can analyze the registry file, index file, and the keyword search option. All these options are available over here. You can go on the artifacts option over here. If you want to analyze the artifacts view of your data, like the process, like the browser data, like Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Opera, Safari, any of the browser data that you have acquired from the source evidence, you can analyze using this particular software. And suppose if you have any mobile evidence with you, like Celebrite data or any of the chats, like in your evidence file, like related to some of the application like WhatsApp, Tinder, Telegram, or any of these particular file, you can analyze separately by going on this particular option. So it also gives you an option for like mobile device analyzation, like Gmail file, Google artifacts, map view, SMS, even the Ola and Uber accounts. You can analyze these particular files over here. So if you have a Mac OS with you, so Mac OS, you have a detailed analysis, like you get the analysis of Bluetooth devices, attached iDevices, like the OS update, mail folders, login items, and the recent photo booth, and the recent Safari preferences and the Safari data which has been browsed over there, Wi-Fi related artifacts. So you can have a detailed analysis of even the Mac OS system. And the similarly is same for the Windows OS also. You can just analyze the prefetch files, Windows operating system, all the processes which is running on the Windows processing, the Windows OS, and the Wi-Fi related artifacts like the saved passwords or even any of these particular files. So you can have the social media analysis. So if you have any data or any dump related to Facebook app, so these days Facebook gives the option to dump all the data from the Facebook. If you have the database files of the Facebook, you can analyze these particular files also by going on this particular option. And if you want to analyze the unallocated sector or unallocated segments, so you can have the analyzation of these particular segment of the file also in this particular software. It gives you a analyzation of Google Maps, Google Search, Bing Search, and even if there is any URL which has been in the carb segment, so you can analyze those particular URL also. So apart from this, you get a separate option for keyword search. Suppose if you're working on any of the cases and there are like, because we have a lot of data, so it's like very difficult to analyze all the data at one go or in a very limited or stipulated time. So you have some keywords related to a case. So you can either put a keyword list in this particular profile, or you can just manually put the keyword which you want to search for. So this software gives you option for that particular keyword option also. Either you can add a group of keywords or the add keyword option, or you can just do that particular analysis over here. So it gives you option for indexing. So if you want to index whatever data you have acquired and you just want to have a proper categorization or the view of that particular data file, so you can just go and process this particular index option also. So it also, these are like the option, like if you are having any of the like registry files or if I say, just give me 1 second. Uh, just 1 second. Sorry. Think. I'll just share it again because there's some problem with that particular option. I'll get it. So is visible right now? Yeah. So you get an option for like email and registry options over there. I think it's creating a problem. Yeah, you get an option for email analysis. Suppose if you have some signature analysis related to email, you can do the hashing of the files. And if you have already acquired some of the email files and you know, and you have the saved database of that particular email files hash with you, so you can also match that hash of that particular saved email database through a case if you have any of the email artifacts or email dumps from the Outlook as PST, OST, or MSG or DBK file, any of these particular files. So you can analyze these particular artifacts in the email section. So it also gives you a detailed view of registry analysis. Registry analysis, if I say, it is like anti-user hive or the system hives related data or the software hive or the SAM file. So SAM files are like protected files or the user related files. You can say user account files, or you can say local archives of the user or the user account. So you can analyze all these data if you have in your case evidence or the source file with you. Apart from that, if you are good with the programming skill and you know how to write some of the Python scripts or something like that, so you can also create artifacts or the script for analyzing any of the file. Like if I say, if you want to process some of the email file or the EML file in one go, so you can just create a script for that and you can just analyze all these script by creating a backup or the Delphi basics, or you can just put it in the Windows programs and you can just do the search based on your script also, manual based searches. So these are the like the overall view of this Forensic Explorer. And if I say like if you want to analyze RAID devices, it also gives you option to analyze the RAID devices and configure the RAID which are configured in the form of software RAID or the hardware RAID. So if you have any configuration which is based on like the software RAID 5 configured, or the you can say the hardware RAID 5 configured, you can configure back the same instance by analyzing all the sequence of the hard drive to your particular case. If I go on the add RAID button over there, you can see you can configure the JBOD RAID, you can configure the RAID 0, RAID 5, and RAID 6 to the similar instance by analyzing the sequence of the hard drive which is present over there. So it supports the hardware configuration RAID and the software configuration RAID. Apart from that, it also gives an option for like analyzing the remote devices. If you go on the remote devices and click on the remote devices, you just have to run a get data network servlet. You can say you can say a patch file that you have run in the remote server, and you just have to type the server IP address of that particular remote server or the remote machine over here with our port number, and you can just also identify your port, or you can just analyze on the secure port, that is HTTPS port, that is 443. So you can just analyze all the data. You can image the source drive through that particular remote connection, or you can just if you have some of the like physical drive attached to the remote system, you can analyze those physical drive or the logical drive over there to your particular examiner system in your Forensic Explorer running over here. So I think this is the quick overview of like Forensic Explorer. There are more to do in this particular software. I think this is the basic introduction will be fine for you. If you want to ask anything, you can ask me related to this particular software.
These both tools, Magnet Axiom and Forensic Explorer, these are comprehensive tools, and we are having a commercial version as well as academic version for both these tools. So like you can have one instructor and 20 student or 30 student license for these particular tools, and very useful and already used by various agencies and universities worldwide. So any questions? Else we'll switch over to the other one. We are having some like a session on video investigation now. So we will be just sharing you the slide for that. So just
during demonstration of the tools at the end, I request you kindly to suggest to our professors and from various academic institutions that which model is best suitable for education institutions and what will be the price for them. Approximate.
Okay,
price. So approximate.
Okay, I'll just check for the prices. Meantime, we are just starting this particular session on video forensics. So, like we have already mentioned about the Magnet Axiom, we are having a Magnet Axiom academic version available, and Forensic Explorer academic version is also available. And rough cost will be like it is a yearly license, and it will be like less than 5 lakh rupees. Which will include around 30 user licenses also, academic version. But we have to check for the eligibility of the institute as whether they fall under the academic version or not by the OEM after applying with some of the details about that particular college.
Okay.
Yeah, so because sometimes like some of the police academies they are not eligible for academic version, but the universities are eligible in most of the cases for the academic version.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so can you see my screen on video forensics now?
Yeah, we are visualizing your screen, video forensics.
Okay, so like you must have heard about a lot of thing about CDR data analysis, like call data analysis, like when any kind of investigation is happening. So agencies are getting a data, CDR data of the suspect or the people who are linked with that particular person or the people who are frequently calling to that particular target, and analyze that particular data and able to crack the cases also if they are able to do the good analysis on that particular CDR data. So this is a very like a comprehensive and old source basically, which most of the organizations are working, and there are a lot of softwares available which are of international repute as well as some locally developed software as per the requirement of a local district police or local cyber cell kind of thing. And so a lot of people they are using some kind of Excel, Microsoft Excel also in a very effective manner to analyze such kind of CDR data as well. So this is one way to do any kind of investigation. And in last few years, we have seen like as we are having everyone is using a mobile phone or so much of CDR data and everything is there, and a lot of agencies are relying on such kind of data. So in last 3-4 years, we have seen a lot of evolvement in the field of video cameras and DVRs in the market. Like we have seen so many cameras everywhere. Like we are having a banks, ATMs, shopping malls, shops. We are having a traffic lights where we are having a cameras. Even nowadays, a lot of people they are using a cameras in their like a car also, and a variety of in different ways also. So there are cameras everywhere. If you will see open any kind of like any daily newspaper, you will find at least one single news where you will see that there was a video footage was found in any kind of crime. So most of the crime, we are finding out a variety of video footages from various different places. Even today also, when we are demonstrating this particular thing to you, one of the prestigious government organization, the investigating organization of India, the team is in our office, and they are taking our help to do some kind of video investigation, and our team is helping and assisting them right now. So video is one of the again prime source nowadays, because everywhere there are so many video cameras available. But there are few challenges when we are talking about any kind of video investigation, and this particular thing is also very much required by a lot of private firms, or maybe colleges, if they can come up with the partnership with the industry, or some like a student's relationship with the industry or something like this, to develop variety of tools, because there are some tools available in the market, commercial tools, but a lot of gaps are still there in this particular area. So we categorize this particular video investigation or video forensics into three different parts. One is the acquisition, the other is analysis, and third is enhancement. And all these three plays a very important role. So whenever you are seizing any kind of a video cameras, so video cameras, the data is data is stored in a DVRs basically. So like there are everywhere where the cameras are installed, maybe a single camera or two cameras, four cameras, eight cameras, 16 cameras. All these cameras are ultimately connected to DVRs. And in the DVRs, there is a hard drive, just like your computer hard drive. There's a hard drive where this particular data is stored. So in the first process, we acquire the data. But here there are some certain issues, like we have mentioned in the screen in our presentation, that we have the number one is we have to maintain the integrity of that particular evidence, so that there should be no tampering. So we can always use something like a write blocker, as demonstrated in the morning session. We can take out the hard drive from the DVR, connect it with the write blocker, and view the data. And the other problem, one of the areas challenges, DVR file systems are using a proprietary formats. So have you ever observed that you have taken a hard drive of a Mac machine and connected to the Windows machine? So if you will connect a Mac hard drive to a Windows machine, so Windows will not be able to recognize, because the file system of that particular Mac machine hard drive is different than the Windows file system. And it will maybe in some of the cases, it is possible like Windows hard drive will be recognized in Mac in some of the cases when you are having a file format, something like exFAT or NTFS, but in some of the scenarios it will not. But Mac hard drive will not be recognized in the Windows file system or the Windows machine. So similarly, when we talk about the DVR hard drives, so most of the DVRs are Chinese or Taiwanese make, something like mobile phones from a China, or mobile phones which are like a non-branded kind of thing, unbranded mobile phones. So all these particular DVRs, they're using a proprietary file systems. So whenever you connect that particular hard drive to any standard Windows machine, so these hard drives will be recognized in a like a disk management, but they will not be recognized as a like a Windows hard drive. Okay, so this is one of the challenge which will be showing it to you. The second challenge is when you are having a footage where you are having a data of multiple hours or weeks or multiple months, and you have to identify some key events or like key factors based on some of the area of interest, or based on some color, or based on some direction, or based on some event. So it is very difficult. The one has to sit and look for the video footage manually. Like say there was a bomb blast at some bus stand at Barakhamba Road, and somebody had planted a bomb in the dustbin next to the bus stand. So what you are having a video footage, so you have to do the whether somebody had done the recce or not, or you want to see some 4-5 hours before or one day before the bomb blast video footage. So for that particular thing, one has to sit for multiple hours or multiple days or weeks to see all that things in a manual fashion. So there are tools and techniques available using that you can analyze the video footages based on variety of events. And one of the major challenge which is there, especially in the context of India, it is this challenge is very high. The enhancement of the video footages which are seized. So in most of the cases, we are not getting a like a clear face, or maybe the license plate of the vehicle is not very much clear. So for that, we require some tools, techniques to enhance the maybe the face of the person or the license plate, which is not very much clear. So there are methods using that you can enhance these kind of things also. But for that, you require some good quality video. Then only it can be done. So I will be demonstrating one of the tool. Before that, we'll just highlight. This is a tool which is jointly developed by Scient with some of the external help. And this product is called as DVR Arrest and Examiner Tool. And this is one of the initiative which is done by us. And there are many areas where we want to develop some technologies, and maybe some of you from the various universities can come and volunteer your students, and we can work, our team can work with your students to work in this particular variety of areas also, to develop some latest technologies in this particular area of video investigation as well. This is one of the typical photograph of DVR. Like you can see, there are some 4 video inputs here on the top bottom center area, and this is a small DVR which is having some smaller circuits, and major part is the hard drive only, I will say. So we have to just open and take this particular DVR out. So once your DVR is out, so there are some issues which we'll be sharing with you. So what we'll do, we are having one DVR hard drive available with us. So in place of showing you as a PPT, we'll like to demonstrate live about this particular thing. So my colleague Abhishek will now connect one DVR hard drive using a write blocker to his computer, and we'll just see how whether this particular hard drive is recognized or not, and how we can see and how we can analyze this data. Abhishek, can you just share the screen, please?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I hope you can see my screen. Is it visible to everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay, yes, sure. So right now you can see this is the interface of DVR Arrest. As sir has already explained about the features and the interface of this particular software.
Have you connected? The hard drive also?
Yeah, I have connected the hard drive also, sir. So
Can we show it through camera or something?
okay, I'll just show it once through the camera. I'll try. Just give me 1 second, sir.
मेरे फोन का पता लगा।
Okay, so we'll just try to connect a hard drive to a computer which Abhishek is using, and then we'll see that whether this particular hard drive, how it behaves in any standard Windows machine. Yeah. So we have what we have done. We have taken the hard drive out as shown it to you in one of the like a presentation there, and this is one like a USB enclosure. This is right block enclosure is there. So we have inserted that particular hard drive inside that SATA hard drive. Generally, this DVRs are having a SATA hard drives which are up to the capacity of 10 TB. So this is a 2 TB DVR hard drive, which we have connected here inside this USB 3.0 enclosure, right block enclosure. So we'll connect this enclosure with any standard Windows machine.
So there is a read write option over here in the enclosure. So I'll just enable it to the read only mode. So now the DVR hard drive is in the write productive mode. So what I'll do, I'll just connect the cable that is a USB connector for my USB enclosure. So I'll just connect this cable and get the power source over here and switch on this particular enclosure here. So now my DVR hard drive is connected to my system over here. So you can see the enclosure getting started. And what I'll just show quickly, like if I go on this PC, I want to show whether my DVR hard drive is connected to my system or not. But I can't see that my hard drive is being directed in this particular system.
Okay, Abhishek, your voice is not very clear. So I'll take over the voice here. So
Yeah.
like what Abhishek had done, like he had connected a hard drive, but that hard drive you can't see it is detected here as a logical drive. So we don't see any like after physically connected that particular drive to a laptop, we can't see an additional drive added here, E, F, or G or whatever. So what we'll do, we'll just go to the disk management and see whether this particular drive is detected physically or not in this particular machine. So we'll just go to disk management. So here, when we scroll down, we can see all physical drives which are connected in here. So if we go up, we see disk 0, which is my computer like a OS drive. Then there is a disk 1, which is my 1 TB hard drive, which is connected to my laptop. And there is a disk 2, which is added, which was not there earlier, and which is showing read only because I have connected this particular drive using a write blocker. So it is showing me read only. If I have not connected write blocker, then it will not show read only. And it is showing me approximate 2 TB of drive, which is showing unallocated. So it means either this hard drive is new, or this hard drive is not formatted, or it is not initialized. So general thinking is like that maybe this hard drive is corrupted, or data is not there, or it is a new hard drive, unused hard drive. So people, they right click and sometimes they initialize this particular hard drive. So once they initialize this particular hard drive, so all the data is all the hard drive file system is changed to the Windows default file system, and the data which was there in this particular hard drive will go off. So, so generally the examiner, they think that there is no data in this particular hard drive, but actually this particular hard drive, which is showing unallocated 2 TB, is having a 2 TB of DVR data. So we will just use the software which we were talking about, DVR arrest. How this particular 2 TB data can be we can view using this particular software. So we'll just create a new task and add this particular hard drive. So you can see all the hard drives which are connected to this. So the hard drive which is there is a 2 TB hard drive. So I'll select that 2 TB hard drive here. And there is an option available where I can recover the data from available space, or free space also. Free space means if the data is deleted from that particular hard drive, even then we can recover that DVR data from that particular hard drive. And there's a third option, is scan all space. So it will like analyze and acquire all the available as well as deleted data from this particular thing. So right now, because of the time shortage, we are just choosing scan use space and scanning that particular data. So like immediately you can see that the 2 TB hard drive, which was showing unallocated 2 TB data, and it was not detected in my Windows machine as a drive, is showing me so much of data, like already this much of files of different dates, like from 29 June, 30th June. On the left side, you can see 1st July, 2nd July, 3rd July, 4th July 2017 onwards. So my hard drive is able to get that particular data. So all this data is scanned, and there are approximately, you can see on the bottom left side, 1192 files till now. 1200 files are acquired from this 2 TB hard drive. So earlier we were assuming that there's no data in this particular hard drive, or maybe the hard drive is corrupted or not properly formatted or something, but actually it was having a data. So whenever you are getting any kind of hard drive, and maybe it is not detected in your Windows machine or Mac machine or Linux machine, so you have to analyze ascertain whether this particular hard drive is used as a encrypted hard drive or DVR hard drive or Mac hard drive or some other file system hard drive. So all total 1975 files we have already scanned. So you can see all this particular data. So you can search by any date or time or size, and then you can select all or any particular file in which you are interested. You can export that particular thing. So Abhishek, if you can export few of the files and show and play it.
So there is an option for like export list. Am I audible right now? Am I audible right now?
Yes, slightly less. Speak. Okay.
Yeah, is it audible right now? Good now? Hello?
Yeah, okay, Abhishek.
Yeah. So right now you can see all the list of the files have been scanned. You can see the detail, a list of around like 1.80 TB files, that is 1970 files. What I'll do, I'll just right click on that. So there is an option for export list. When I go on export list option, I can export all the lists which have been scanned and to one of the file location over there. So what I'll do check all, and I'll click over there and export list option. So it will export all the list of this particular file. Even what I'll do, I'll just view a particular preview of a particular file, that is whatever content of the video which is stored over there. So this is the content of the video. Like you can play and view if it is evidence file or something like that. So I'll just cancel it out. I'll just export one of the files and show you an example. So I'm just exporting one of the video files that I have scanned for the case, analysis and for the case processing. So I'll just give you the location for that. So I'll just give one of the folder location as.
Sir, voice is breaking.
Voice is breaking. Sir, I can see if you can take that voice. Hello.
Yeah. So like we have right clicked and exported the file, and just see the data which is acquired. So it is getting exported. So we can select all or multiple or single file as per the requirement. And now the exported file, you can just see here, like this is a video. So we can just play using any standard player, or we can also have a player embedded with this particular software.
So you can explain this part. If it's like,
So this video is extracted, and we are able to play this particular video of 2017. So like this, we are able to acquire any kind of DVR hard drive, which is using a proprietary file system, and then we can get this, and we can also take the screenshots of any particular event also using this particular software, and then export that particular screenshot also using this particular player, which is a part of this particular software. So this is about the video acquisition part, so which is acquired from unallocated data. So will any questions on this video acquisition using DVR arrest? So we'll just switch to the other part. So we'll be quickly covering something on mobile forensics, which is very in demand thing basically. Most of the investigating organization or any kind of investigation, this particular thing is very much required, because mobile phone is something which is used by everyone nowadays. So it is something like our body part. So we can't live without this mobile phone. So I'll just quickly take some of the slides. After that, we'll be showing you a live demonstration of the extraction of data from the mobile phone. Okay, so mobile phone is slightly very vague compared to hard drive forensics, because in hard drive we are having very defined kind of sets like PATA hard drive, SATA hard drive, SCSI hard drive, SAS hard drive, SSD hard drives. Then we are having defined sets of connection. Then we are having defined sets of file systems available in most of the cases. But when we talk about the mobile phone, there are large data set, something like this. So if we talk about the data in mobile phone compared to the hard drive, so when we talk about the hard drive, in hard drive we are having in a hard drive forensics, we are having the data either in a hard drive or a RAM of that particular machine, or maybe on the cloud. Similarly, when we talk about the mobile phone, so we are having a data where the data is actually stored. So majorly it is stored in three components, which are independent to each other, but they are actually working in an integrated way later on. So one is SIM cards, which you have to purchase from a mobile service provider, which is I will say it is an independent thing initially. Then there is a handset which you are purchasing separately. Then there is a memory card which is a part of mobile phone, or it is purchased separately. In some of the cases, there's no memory like an iPhone. So there are three different places where the data is residing. So in some of the cases, the SIM card is having a very limited storage size, so it can store some of the data. But when you are doing any kind of mobile phone investigation, so maybe a single phone book entry, or maybe a single call details, or maybe a single picture can be important for any kind of case or any kind of investigation. So you're not sure whether the important data is available in a small size SIM, or maybe a large size handset or a memory card. So these are the three major places where the data is residing. And do you feel any other place which is left here? So we are also having a place which is left here is a cloud also. So if nowadays most of the mobile phones, they are using a cloud also where the data is residing. So in some of the cases, like when you are using a Facebook or Twitter or various kind of accounts, similar kind of social media accounts or similar kind of like credentials, in that particular case, the data is not residing in your mobile phone. The data is residing on the cloud, but it is linked with your mobile phone itself only. So when quickly some of the slides we'll be taking. So like when we talk about the SIM card, which is called a subscriber identity module. So a SIM card is also having its own processor or sort of a storage. And some of the key values which SIM card is having is one is called as ICCID. So ICCID is something which is printed on the SIM card. You can see here some of the things which are printed here. So this particular thing which is printed is called as card identity number or card identifier. Then there's something called as MZ number, and then there is some data which is there in the SIM card. So these all things are stored inside the SIM card. So you can't store the pictures or videos or audio files inside the SIM card because the file system of that particular SIM card does not allow to store that particular thing. So everything is very much predefined, and with the size, what all things can be stored into the SIM card. So there are some different kind of SIMs which are available. Different sizes of SIM also, standard, micro, nano. These kind of different kind of SIMs are available. And like as I mentioned in my initial slide, like ICCID number is a number which is printed on the card like this, integrated circuit card identifier, which is 19 to 20 digits long. And using this particular number, you can find out the service provider name and the country and other places. Like first two digits identify you the industry. Like SIM card and the ATM card which you are using are more or less same, and maybe they are manufactured by the same service provider, and they are programmed for different industry. So maybe if it is 89, so it means it is for the telecom industry. If it is something some different industry identifier, then it can be for the banking particular purpose also. The next two digits identify the country code. Like if it is 11, in case of 44, it means it is India. If it is 44, so it means it is UK. And next two digits identify the network identifier, and the further digits identify the serial number of that particular card. So similarly, you are also having a MZ number, like the mobile phones are having a IMA number, mobile equipment identifier. Similarly, your SIM card is having a mobile subscriber identity identifier or identity. So it is having a MZ number. So MZ number also identifies your mobile country code, mobile network code, and further serial number of that particular thing. So by the MZ number, you can identify this SIM belongs to which country or which network also. Okay, so there are some things, do's and don'ts. So we will not be covering that right now. So what we'll be trying to do is we'll try to extract the data from one of the SIM and show it to you in a live condition. So Abhishek will just connect his camera and SIM with one of the SIM reader, and we'll try to extract the data from the SIM card in a live condition.
Yes. Hello, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, correct. Okay.
Can you
I'll
share
just
your
share.
screen?
Yes, sir, I'm just sharing my screen right. So we,
So-
as sir told, we're doing the live SIM card extraction through one of our mobile phones tool, that is XRY. So I'll just run the interface of XRY, just show you like how it goes.
So there are a few software tools available in the market, like Cellbrite, UFIT, MSAB XRY, Mobile Edit. Using this, you can extract the comprehensively all the data from the mobile phones. Abhishek?
So I just connected my SIM card using a XRY SIM card reader. So I'll just connect that SIM card to my system. So I think SIM card is connected, and
Can you see through camera also, like how you have connected a SIM card in a SIM reader, if others have not seen?
short. Just give me 1 second. Okay.
Hello. Yes.
Am I audible to everyone?
Yeah. Okay. So your voice is now low. Like no problem. So you can
Yeah.
just show the camera.
So this is the
Like,
SIM card. So am I audible right now?
you are audible, but yeah.
Yeah. So this is a SIM card reader of XRY where we have placed one of the SIM card over here. I think I'll show you the name of that particular company. So this is
Yeah.
ATAL SIM card that we have placed in the SIM card reader. So we have just placed the SIM card like this in the slot and just close the slot. And I'll just connect this particular SIM card reader, which is provided with the toolkit of the XRY, to my system. So what I'll do, I'll just connect this particular into my system like this. So now I'll be running the XRY software.
Software and try to detect that particular SIM card over here. So I'll go and extract option over here, and I just manually find the devices which is connected. Like it has not been showing. I'll just try to reconnect it again.
Maybe you can remove the
Yeah,
camera. Some conflict
yeah,
is there. Yeah.
yeah. Device is identified. Yeah, right. So you can
So
see.
here,
Yeah,
please.
you can explain. So
Yeah, so like you can see variety of options here, what all things are like covered in this particular thing. So as SIM card is having a limited data only, so that particular all that particular data will be extracted. So device data will be extracted, and the contacts, SMS, call logs are available here. So if you scroll down, you can just see the all the options which are available here. So we'll just press the next button, and by just doing a few clicks, you will be able to extract all the data from the SIM card in a forensically sound manner. That is very important. We are not only getting the data which is available, we are also getting some of the deleted data also, and that too in a forensically sound manner, without any human intervention or any kind of person opening any SMS or checking all the call logs and seeing like what all data is available from that particular thing. So this supports a variety of SIM cards, including GSM SIM and as well as satellite phone SIM cards also. So like the satellite phones, which are sometimes used by some of the terrorists or some of the anti-social, anti-national people also. So that particular device is also having a SIM card which can be extracted using this. So now the process is completed, and you can see on the left side bottom IMSI number 4040. So this is the IMSI number which I was talking about. And then SIM ID number 8991. So 89 stands for, as I told you, for this mobile, 91 for India. So this is the ICC ID number on the left side bottom. Then some more device information. Then on the right side, you can see a card identifier, card identity number, also ICC ID number. And above that, you can see 50 data is extracted from this. Out of that, 10 are the contacts, 19 are the device information, and some more file information. So we'll just open the case and see what all data is extracted from here. So now in this particular case, my evidence, which is a SIM card, is it is safe to remove that SIM card and keep it in the safe custody, because all the data which was there in the SIM card is now extracted and available with me for the analysis purpose. So I can go here and open the data. So I'll go and click on contacts, and here I can see all the data, like these are all the contacts which were stored in this. Then the other files also which are there. So everything which is there in the SIM card can be extracted. And the one thing which I would like to highlight, because the SIM is having a limited memory and limited kind of data, so we can see only few of the data only. And same way, we can also extract the data from variety of mobile phones, maybe a basic mobile phone like Nokia 1100 till latest iPhone, based on variety of parameters. So because of the shortage of time, so we will not take much in depth, but we'll just show you one of the data of the extracted mobile phone, because we want to give you a feel like what all data can be extracted from the mobile phone, and available, deleted pictures, videos, audio files, WhatsApp data, Telegram data, Viber data, call logs, contacts, maps, geolocations. So all these particular things can be extracted. So we will just show you one of the case where one of the Android phone was extracted. And we are very frequently doing this particular extraction for various government departments also. So can you just open one of the case so that we can show the variety of data to get the feel? So this is a Sony Xperia Tipo phone. So which was extracted. So mobile phone extraction, as we mentioned, the acquisition of the hard drive can take few minutes to multiple hours, and depending upon the size of the hard drive. Similarly, when we are extracting the data from the SIM card to the mobile phones up to 128 GB or higher, so it can take few minutes to 3, 4, 5 hours to extract the data, depending upon the size of the mobile phone. So here, this is one of the case of Sony Xperia Tipo phone. So in the same card, we were able to see only 50 artifacts and limited to call logs or SMS only. But here you can see the variety of data on the right side. You can see call logs, 508 call logs, out of which 8 are deleted. The bracket one are deleted one. Then you can see 757 contacts. Out of that, 120 are the deleted contacts. Then 1,291 messages. Out of that, 539 are the deleted messages. Then some security data like a password and other things. Some files, 67,542 files and media files. Some web related data, 97. Then some locations and all these things. So we'll just scroll and open a few of the data and show it to you. So here you can see it in a very user-friendly way, all the data. So if you see on the left side, can you just remove this magnifier icon kind of thing on the left side? Yep. Okay, so you can see variety of data. So all this data with the timeline, and you can search, sort on various bases. So all this particular data is available. The messages, if you can show. So these are the contact history. 1,291 messages and variety of messages are there. Can we see like what all different kind of messages are here? Like it's a native SMS or WhatsApp, or what kind of messages are there? If you can just expand that and show it to us. Yeah. So you can see here on the left side, you are having a variety of messages in a different way. Like you are having a Google Messenger messages, or you are having a WhatsApp also, you are having a SMS also. So everything you will be able to get it with the date and time stamp, with the contents of that particular message, and with the source location also. And all this particular data, whether it is encrypted or whether it is not, so everything is extracted from a mobile phone which was seized from a crime scene. So, in the same way, we are hopeful that if we get a crypto phone, we'll be able to get a variety of data from that particular phone itself also. So that thing can be also taken up. Our team is already working to find out something on that, and we'll give some inputs to you also, sir, as you have asked in the morning session. So anything, any particular thing which you want to see in the mobile data, because there's a huge amount of data which includes passwords, which includes locations, which includes a variety of messages, which like also includes like pictures, videos, some kind of cloud data and all that thing. So any particular thing, if you would like to see, we can just open and show that particular thing.
Hello, sir. Namaste.
Sir.
I'm Harshad.
Sir.
Sir, I have one question. I have heard something like if a particular file is deleted, let's say 7 times, or a system is formatted 7 times, you cannot recover the data. So, how much this statement is true?
So like for the deletion, I will not say like whether it will be true or not. It all depends basically. Like nowadays, like earlier there was a something like a very defined kind of thing. Like even nowadays, when we talk about the deletion in the it depends basically on Windows machine or Mac machine. There is a what kind of hard drives are used, whether it is used. We are using a SATA hard drive, whether we are using a SSD hard drive. Even in the SSD hard drive, what kind of SSD hard drive is used, whether any kind of technology is used in that particular thing or not. So these particular things are like subject to discussion based on variety of parameters. But when we talk about the wiping, so like there are some standard wiping technologies which are available. Some free tools are also available. Some paid tools are also available. So if you are wiping the data, then it is certain that it will not be, we will not be able to recover. But when we talk about the deletion or formatting, it depends basically the scenario, like how it was deleted or how it was formatted.
Okay.
So if you want to secure your data from any kind of like a threat, such kind of threat or something, so it is better to wipe off the data in place of deleting multiple times or formatting the drive.
See, what happens is nowadays people are saying, "Ki, now I have a cell phone. I want to sell that, and I want to buy a new one. Let's say Diwali is coming." So people are
Yeah.
selling their cell phones or their hard drives the way it's a normal thing, but they are
Yeah.
sending such
So
kind of
in
data
that particular,
available.
yeah, in that particular case, if you're using Android phones or iPhones, so it is better to reset the phone to the factory reset. So if you'll do the factory reset, in that particular case, your data will not be able to recover in a easy manner. It will not be recovered also in some of the cases. So it is best basically to reset and do it. Otherwise, your data is also going. And in the
Correct.
case of hard drive or the other things, in place of deleting or formatting, it is better to wipe off the data if it is data is confidential or critical in nature.
Yes. Thank you.
So, so the value of the data is more important than the cost of the mobile phone or the cost of the hard drive nowadays. So maybe I'm having a USB drive which is 1,000 rupees, but my data value can be of multiple crores also. So, sir, any other questions on the topics which we have covered in the morning or now? We are how to wipe the data. Basically, there are like you just Google and find out the wiping software, and there is some standard like Department of Defense wiping standard. So if any tool is using Department of Defense or NVSO, Navy wiping standard, so if any tool is using this particular thing, so it is good enough to use this particular tool.
If you are using a second-hand laptop, what precautions we need to take care before starting use?
Second-hand lap. So, the first thing is you should format the laptop and install the Windows again. And because you're not sure when you're using a second-hand laptop which is coming with the some kind of softwares which are pre-installed knowingly or unknowingly, basically. Maybe some people they are using a software like you just there's a software called as say flexispy.com. Okay, so I'm just sharing you my screen. If you can see my screen now. So uh, so this is a software. So like what I can do, this is a software which maybe I can install on some mobile phone, or maybe I can install in some laptop or desktop also. And using this particular thing, whatever you are doing on your mobile phone or whatever you are doing it on your laptop or desktop will keep on coming to me. Okay, so maybe this is a paid software. There are some of the free softwares, similar kind of spine softwares are available, or maybe some people they have already configured that particular laptop in such a way that particular all the data which you are using is going to some other place through email or some through other communication medium. So like this, these kind of variety of applications, utilities, softwares are available in the market. So first of all, you should format and reinstall the Windows in your controlled environment. That is the first step, and then using a standard things like antivirus and other things are recommended.
Dear participants, I request
So-
you kindly to interact with the resource person.
So if you have any questions which we can address here.
Feel free.
So if you have any questions, you can, my email ID is mentioned here, mail@cyint.island. So you
Sir,
can always
Vibhu Anand
contact
sir,
us.
I have one question, Vibhu Anand sir, that I have asked in the
Sir,
afternoon session, the morning second session, that about a
sir,
cryptophone 500i and a cryptophone 600i.
sir, sir.
That kind of a mobile phone actually has no memory as the time. It is a point to point, end to end communication.
Okay. So for that particular thing, sir, we have to do some kind of study and come back to you. In
Yeah.
some of the cases, like they are using some third party server in other country. So all the data and communication is happening through that particular server. So we have to do some kind of study on that particular thing, and I'll come back to you on that, sir.
Sir, when the mobile phone is a point-to-point communications and the conversation history or the conversation data is not stored anywhere, and once the phone is hooked up, where is the question of server exists in that communication modality?
Yeah.
I think
So
there
in
is no
that,
server for that case.
okay. So we will just study that particular thing and come back to you on that,
Okay,
sir.
okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Dear participants, I think there is no more questions from participants side, sir. So we are going to end the session. Before ending, I take this opportunity and it is my immense pleasure to extend warm thanks to Sri Vibhu Anand, sir. Actually, very busy personality, but he is having very team excellent and infrastructure for cyber forensics and cyber security. And he has conducted a number of webinars, number of workshops, and probably if you mail to them your mobile phone, definitely whatever the programs that he is organizing, whatever the webinars that he is organizing, you will definitely get the program schedule. So you can participate, and he is always very enthusiastic and continuously is motivating us and in fact inspiring us since from 1916. I am very happy with Vibhu Anand sir because of his team excellence and his submissiveness, and is a very acceptable to us and easy approach to him, and that kind of personality he never seen anywhere. Definitely he will help to set up the laboratory. We can discuss with your the institutional management, and in every college at least one cyber forensic laboratory has to come up, so that the student must expose to this domain, and they should get the employability in the country, and they can contribute to this patient. So that is my expectation. So Vibhu Anand sir, I am very happy. It is my immense pleasure. But in online, only one disadvantage that I am facing is when you are here face to face, we can have lunch together during the lunch time. But because of this online, there is no opportunity for us to have lunch together. That's the only disadvantage. Other thing, everything is going smoothly. Sir, thank you very much. Once again, I extend warm thanks to you on behalf of Siddhganga Education Society, on behalf of Siddhganga Institute of Technology, on behalf of faculty and student fraternity, and more than on behalf of our participants and my personally. So warm thanks to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
And
Thank
I am
you.
now handing out, dear participants, don't leave the session. I am handing over these sessions for a small vote of thanks for the overall workshop. I am going to hand over this session to Dr. Jayanna HS, the professor and head the Department of Information Science Engineering at the Siddhganga Institute of Technology. I am handing over the session to Dr. Jayanna to render vote of thanks for 10 minutes about the overall workshop.
Professor MSR, am I audible?
Yes, yes, sir, you are audible.
Good evening to all of you. At the outset, I submit my reverential pranams at the lotus feet of His Holiness, Dr. Sri Shivakumara Swamigalu and Sri Siddhalinga Swamigalu. Dear participants, resource persons, colleagues and friends, it's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. The Faculty Development Program on Cyber Security held from November 9 to till now in our college, in our department, as we know that it has enriched us in various topics related to cyber security, including laboratories in India and rich resource persons working in those laboratories, avenues and opportunities, etc. And also I observed that the participant feedback, that feedback shows that the faculty, the participants have gained a lot from the faculty development program. I guess this faculty development program helps the faculty to think offering courses or electives related to cybersecurity in their colleges. I am happy to mention that our department, the Information Science and Engineering Department at SIT, offering the MTech program on cyber forensic and information security. I request the participants to inform your friends, inform your students, colleagues about this program. If the students, any of your students interested to join this course, we are ready to help them. I thank Sri Siddhanga Education Society, our beloved director Dr. M. Chanbasappa, CEO Dr. Shukumaraya, and Principal Dr. K.P. Shivananda for their encouragement and support to organize this faculty development program. I take this opportunity to thank AICT for sponsoring this workshop to our department. I thank all the resource persons for sharing their valuable knowledge with the participants. I thank all participants for attending all the sessions enthusiastically and learning the things related to cybersecurity. I thank Dr. M.S. Rudramurthy, Associate Professor of our department, Dr. R. Aparna, Professor of our department, Dr. Purohit S., Associate Professor of our department, and Mr. Kirtan Kumar, Assistant Professor of our department, for having organized this faculty development program. I thank all my colleagues for attending this faculty development program and helping to organize this faculty development program. I thank non-teaching staff of our department for their support and cooperation to organize this faculty development program. Once again, I thank all participants and the resource person for attending this faculty development program and making it a grand success. Thank you, one and all. Over to Dr. M.S. Rudramurthy.
Thank you, Jayana. Dear participants, you have enjoyed our 5 days ATAL-sponsored workshop on cybersecurity. As Dr. Jayana told, many persons are behind this workshop. Just I will give a bird view of our workshop. The first day, the inauguration was rendered by Sri M. Sharath, Superintendent of Police, CID Division, Bangalore, and then Venkatesh Murthy, Director of Data Security Council of India, and also the Manager of Cyber Laboratory, CBI Headquarters, Bangalore. The second session and third session was delivered from Sri Ashwant Kumar KN, Deputy Superintendent of Police from CID Department of Bangalore. And the second day, we have seen the fabulous speech by Dr. Nagaratna A, Associate Professor of National Law College, University of India. And third day, we have received one more fabulous speech from Sri Samir Dutt, founder and CEO of Foundation Futuristic Private Limited, Faridabad and New Delhi. And next day, you have received another impressive and inspiring speech from Chandrasekhar Reddy, CSCC Laboratory, Hyderabad. And then today, you have enjoyed the fabulous speech from Subramani Babu, scientist, Computer Emergency Response Team, and also the currently working in an MNC company. And then you have seen the Vibhu Anand sir. Vibhu Anand, all the resource persons are very highly knowledgeable and high weightage, hard workers, and always continuously encouraging, motivating, inspiring end minds of this country. So that is the team that we have. So this team is cooperated with us in all these 5 days workshop. It is my personal thanks to this team because continuously they are encouraging me since 2016. So that is. So your participants, you can access our resource person, you can bring young minds in this domain of cyber forensic and cyber security. Now, the remaining part. So, Vibhu sir, thank you very much for your cooperation.
Thank you all the participants for your kind support. I sent you a mail. Please access the test link and try to finish the test before the 5:30. After 5:30, link will be disqualified. Okay.
Thank you, guys. In the WhatsApp also, I'm going to share the link. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Vibhu Anand sir, am I audible?
Hello. Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
You are continuously
And,
inspiring me since from 2016. I never forget that first time when you visited our department.
Sir.
But we have to take further, sir. I think now this is the time.
Sure, sir. So can we leave the session now, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.